welcome to the CashinDFS Podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I'm joined once again by my two favorite basketball buddies. We got my man CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. You can also find his NBA GPP articles at wisetake.com. Cashin, how you doing, bro?
Terrible. I'm doing terrible. I hate the NBA. I hate DFS. I hate Will Barton. I hate Jokic. I hate Girl Twat. I hate all of them. I'm putting up 360s and yeah.
Fair enough.
Don't ask me how I'm doing.
This is a dude who made a couple hundred.
He made a couple hundred. He's upset about it. Well, we all did well. We all did well. We did. We had a pretty good night. Not good enough for Cash, I know, and that's why we love you, Cash, because you're a perfectionist.
I'm never satisfied. I promise you that. I could get second place, and I'm not satisfied. I'm never satisfied.
Never satisfied. He's never satisfied. We're also joined by Wise Take OG Paulie D. Find him on Twitter at Paulie with 8 D's. Paulie, what's happening, man?
Oh, man, I'm happy. I won money.
I'm happy too. Yeah.
Came in like 12th in the $12 on DraftKings or the $9, and min cash my main on FanDuel, even with Rodney Hood in that lineup. So things are good on this side, and tomorrow's slate is juicy AF. So looking forward to hearing what you guys got to say.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to break it down.
A 340 with Will Barton's 13 and Girl Twat's 18. 340.
I know, man. I know.
355. Girl Twat 18.
You know what's good though is tomorrow's another day. You get another shot at it, and you got more money to play.
Yeah,
you gotta be like a cornerback, short memory.
How many games is this though?
Yeah,
like, I love 5 games.
I've tried,
10,
man.
10,
I've tried.
10.
I've said these things to this man. It don't matter. He wants to win, and I respect it. I do. I respect it. You know, he wants to win. I'm gonna ask you how you're doing though on the shows. I have to. I don't know what else to ask you to start. So it's okay if you give a bad reaction. It's cool. But I'm gonna keep asking you. I'm just letting you know. But you have to admit. I think that once I told you that there was a chat and I showed you how to get there, I think I could see the stress kind of relieved, because I think you're gonna wreak havoc throughout the show in that chat. And I told you that that disappears, so you can kind of say whatever you want that you can't say verbally on the show. So I think that it kind of seemed to take the edge off a little bit on your Cash. I got to admit, you were slightly more angry, if people can imagine that. You were slightly more angry before the show. So once we told you about the chat, I think. So if you're in the chat, just be ready.
It said so. Some kid just shouted him out. He said, "Thanks for getting me off Brad Beal last night, Cashin."
Boom, off the Beal train.
Got me off Beal.
Yep.
Not that I was really on him, but yeah,
definitely.
I was glad to see Cash wasn't on him too.
All in all, man, it was a good day for a reason. Paulie, Hernan Gomez, man, dude was super low owned. He ended up getting the start, man. In the first half, what was he 6x in the first half or something like that?
Yeah.
But I said it. Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say what he finished with, which I don't even know. But
who y'all talking about?
Hernan Gomez, 22 on
22, yeah.
Yeah, he was 3K on DraftKings. That's good for 7x, 6 and change on FanDuel. Yep, good value play there.
Liked it, man. Liked it. It did seem like all the centers, the chalk build centers, kind of were like all disappointing, right? It was like Kevin Love, I think, who ended up just in hindsight's 2020. Like just watching Whiteside chase Kevin Love around the court was hysterical. It was like in hindsight, like
no shot.
Because that's the thing that when you compare it to last year, Tristan Thompson was with Whiteside, so they had a power forward chasing him around, and that's something that's different this year. They didn't have, so it's like, okay, yeah, it was a little overlooked. But all in all, man, we were all on holiday. Cash, you were huge on Dunn. I know you had 100% on Holiday and Dunn, and so all in all, man, it was a good day for the nation. I'm happy too. I'm with you, Paulie. We all made some money. I'm happy for you, Cash. You don't have to be. Because me and Paulie are happy enough to carry the happiness for you.
I give a damn about a few $100s.
I know. And don't get me wrong. Let
me borrow something, bro. Let me borrow a couple dollars.
No, but I said it on the show last night. I said fade Beal. I said fade Dragic, and I said fade LeBron. LeBron didn't work so well,
Yep.
but
He
hey,
got
what
there,
can I
but then
do?
he got
I
tossed.
mean,
First time ever.
Either way, Giannis was still the better player, bro. Either way, Big D.
no.
You didn't think so?
No, if LeBron doesn't get ejected,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. But
if
but he did though.
if yeah, he
yeah, I
might not
know,
he
but
might not have
I
played too
mean,
much more though. Like Love came out
yeah,
then
probably
too.
not,
He didn't
but
come back.
He probably would have outscored Giannis by a little though. Giannis didn't
yeah,
barely beat him, but he still beat him. But it didn't. I honestly, it didn't matter. They were both similarly priced, and the guy with like a 4-point difference or something like that.
yeah.
I
I
guess it didn't
almost
really
made a
matter.
lineup with both, but then I was
Yep.
like, nah, I gotta stay on brand because I said I'm gonna fade LeBron, so I was like, I
Staying
can't
on
do it, but
brand.
I
Staying
should have
on
did
brand.
it
But you know what?
because I think I put in my article. I think I'm gonna fade him 100%. I don't know if I said I know for sure. I knew for sure I was fading Beal. There was no way he was gonna touch any lineup,
Right.
nowhere. I didn't even play him in cash. But
Yeah,
no.
I didn't either. Yeah, definitely. Paul, you know, speaking of the situation, it reminds me during the Y stream, and you said it in the chat and you said it on the show, but I saw you say it a couple times that raw points are going to matter because it's a 5 game slate. So on a 10 game slate, Giannis and LeBron, like we're not so excited. Like we're just like you know like what okay, but like on a 5 game slate, guess what? Raw points mattered, and that's why you had to have those guys because at the end of the day. They were they were the raw points. They were still the highest, like, you know. So, you know, a little quick plug for the Y stream for those of you that missed it. We gets it popping at wisetake.com. Anyway, guys, Paul, you got me excited about the slate already, man. I don't even know why I'm spending all this time wasted. It's a huge juicy slate. You're right. I'm excited to get into it. Is there any, Paulie, I know you looked at it a little bit briefly. We all did a little, but I know you were actually sifting through it. Is there anything that you saw that stood out to you? Any games in particular that stood out?
Yeah, there's two pretty big ones, I think. Not a ton of lines out yet, but we got pace up versus pace up with the Pacers going into Houston, and we got pace up versus pace up with the Warriors playing the Lakers, and OKC going to Orlando's could be interesting if that game stays close.
I like it. Without further ado, I think we should go ahead and jump on in here. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, Paulie D. I'm gonna start off with you, man. You want to start us off with some point guards? Take us down. I think you're gonna cover DraftKings tonight, right? You're gonna cover DraftKings and Cash gonna cover FanDuel. So then take us down to around 5-5. We want to do 6. We'll do 6 or 5-5.
Whatever you say.
Let's go 5-5.
5-5. All right. So Russell Westbrook, 11-2. Definitely in play. This guy went bonkers versus Orlando 2 times last year. And, not much has changed on the Orlando side. And we've seen Russ just been playing out of his mind the last few games. So he's definitely in play. There's a handful of guys. The next 4 guys on my list here all have Q tags. Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, Victor Oladipo. He's more of a shooting guard in my mind. But, I doubt Steph plays. And if he does, even if he does, I wouldn't be interested in him. Ben Simmons, I think in a game stack, I could include him. But I'm worried that Philly might blow out Washington shorthanded on a back-to-back coming in against Philly, who's playing really well. Kyle Lowry at 7-8. If DeMar DeRozan doesn't play, he's questionable also. That would be very, very attractive. That would probably become the chalk if DeRozan is out. But if DeRozan's in at 7-8, he's still a decent play here against Charlotte with no Kemba Walker. Avery Bradley's a little expensive here. He's cheaper on FanDuel. He's a shooting guard. We'll talk about him in a minute. Reggie Jackson, same team. Phoenix, Detroit. Phoenix on a back-to-back going into Detroit. That worries me. But if that game were to stay close, Reggie Jackson at 5'9" is attractive to me. Elfrid Payton, again, if that game could stay close, Elf would be attractive at 5'9". And then Dennis Smith Jr. at the bottom of this range against Brooklyn, 5'6" on DraftKings. I like a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a phenomenal price over there against Brooklyn. Cash, what are your thoughts here, point guard?
I don't know. I am scared that OKC just kills the Magic. So I don't know if I want to pay $11,000 for him. I just don't know. Like,
Gotta
of course,
have
I
a little,
do.
right? but it's not like an all-in.
I mean, of course I want to play him, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared that the Magic are so terrible. But they are home. But it's the first game back home after a long road trip. So that's usually, you don't play your best then. Like, they've coming home, they gotta make their old ladies happy after making all the hoes on the road happy. Gotta come home, make the old ladies happy.
Yeah.
Lay in their bed, take care of the kids, take the kids out, and they come in lackadaisical and get blowed out. So I am scared of that. But if value opens up, you're gonna play him. Kyle Lowry, I don't want to play because I think DeRozan is gonna play. And damn, DeRozan is so cheap. But I do like Lowry here. But if Kemba's gonna miss, like, is Michael Carter-Williams gonna be able to keep them close? I doubt it.
Yep.
I like Elf at 7-3. Huge upside at 7-3, but huge downside as well. He can go get 11. And Dragic, you suck. You fade Dragic every day if you're playing tournaments. I don't care what the matchup is, whatever. You fade Dragic every single day. You play him in cash, fine. Please be my guest, because he has a nice floor, but he has no upside. Dude sucks this year, and that's it.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page with a lot of that. As far as
God, y'all see McConnell's price?
Yeah. What about Collison?
Collison against Houston?
I mean, I like the pace up for sure, but how many minutes? Chris Paul?
It kind of depends on Oladipo, right? Because if Oladipo don't play, do you see a scenario which they keep it close against Houston? Houston's pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good. All right. Warriors better be worried.
Yeah, I agree.
They're pretty good,
and they're healthy.
Chris Paul's played 30 minutes 2 games in a row, so yeah. I don't necessarily like that. I mean, Chris Paul is not the same defender he was a few years ago, but he's still better than most.
Yeah. Yeah,
but McConnell, man, goodness gracious!
Well,
I guess they're pricing him up this high because they think Simmons is going to sit. I guess. I mean, I guess he's 6'4". I mean, that should never happen.
Wow.
He should be 5'4" like he always is. Oh. Yeah.
He's 4'6" on DraftKings.
Oh yeah. If Simmons is out, you go all in over there.
Yeah, I like that call. If Simmons is out, definitely.
Because he'll play even if it'll be less likely to blow out if Simmons plays as well. But I mean, if Simmons don't play, but he's gonna play whether or not it blows out or not. He's gonna play.
Yeah. No.
They're gonna put old Bayless out there.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's definitely. I think if Simmons is out, then McConnell is definitely a guy you have to play on the high end. Westbrook, man, it's just I gotta have some. I am very concerned. It would be all in. It would be. We checked out some of his history, and it would definitely be all in if we were confident Orlando was able to keep it close. But I'm concerned, so it won't be an all in thing. But I'm gonna have some Westbrook. I have to. I'm gonna have some Elf. I'm gonna have because this game could be all the goodness. It's just it could also go really wrong. But I think it's something that if I get burned because I didn't get exposure to that game, that's gonna sting me. You know what I mean? Because I saw it coming. You know what I mean? So this is a situation where I want to find it.
TJ McConnell is 4,600 on DraftKings.
I just said that.
If Simmons is out.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
You pulled a me, bro. You pulled a me, bro.
I pulled you, dude.
You did. You pulled
sorry,
a CK.
Man. I was just stunned. I blocked everything out. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that is cheap if Simmons misses.
Yeah, if Simmons is out, you're all in on Simmons, definitely. I mean,
let me let folks know something that's watching. Lonzo Ball cannot shoot a basketball.
Did you see his shot?
Did you see his last
shot?
And tie in? Yeah, he almost broke the backboard.
Yo,
what the?
How he's in at the end of games over Clarkson is beyond me. In that spot, that's crazy.
Yeah,
he almost broke the backboard.
It's wonderful. Yep. With that said, love the DSJ call too, Paulie, on DraftKings 5-6. Love that call. Definitely think it's a wonderful price. Pace up spot. We love the matchup. Paulie, take us down to Value Town.
So Rajon Rondo, 4,900. is interesting. I don't know how much ceiling he's got, but I could see him getting you like 30, 32-ish in a good game, and that would be close to 7x. So he's in play, but I just think we're going to have way better value on this slate. Jordan Clarkson, they've gone away from. If the Warriors are healthy, and it looks like this game could blow out, then Clarkson would be interesting to me. TJ McConnell already mentioned 4,600. Tyus Jones 4,500. Got to pay attention to the Teague news, but dude went off again today. Not as good as the last game, but he works well with that team. And I don't see any reason to rush Teague back with an Achilles. So I think he may get to start again. It is a back-to-back, but this is New Orleans, one of the best teams, to play point guards against. So I like that. Tyler Johnson at 43 against the Knicks. That could be interesting. And then Ish Smith. I really like Ish Smith tomorrow. Expecting Detroit to blow out Phoenix and Ish to get a bunch of extra run. And at 3,800, he can make big-time value.
I like it. Cash, what you got here? Value time point guards on FanDuel.
What do you know?
Wait, I got one more.
Cool.
Corey Joseph, 3,500. If we think Houston blows them out, Corey Joseph works. And also Isaiah Whitehead, Brooklyn. If all the injuries are there for Brooklyn again, he was aggressive with the ball, 3,500. That's
it. Paulie likes to call. He's making monkey noises over there. Well, I was gonna say, what do you know? Tyus Jones didn't get 7 steals, and if he would have got 7 steals, he would have got 48 on FanDuel. Yep. So he'd have been there again. This little bastard. I'll never forget that, man. I was watching. I was like, I'm not gonna play this kid because he's not gonna go off. Dude had 7 steals, 50 fantasy points. I was kicking myself. But yeah, it's Brooklyn, so I like Dennis Smith Jr. as well. He's only 5'8" over here.
Yeah. Oh, he's 5'8" there too. That's a phenomenal FanDuel price.
Yeah, he should play garbage run. Like, he's young, so they're not gonna put Barea in and Harris and all these other point guards they got. It'll be Farrell and Dennis Smith Jr. So I do like that for sure. Tyus Jones, I like against Rondo.
What's the price over there?
5'3".
5'3".
But I mean, Rondo is much stronger than this kid. Like, much stronger. So we'll see.
It's just still there in the pace-up game.
Yeah, and he's only 5'3", so I mean he only has to get you 30, which he could do. Tim Frazier, this kid is not very good. He had a few good games though when he was in New Orleans, but not here.
Not here.
If Simmons plays, I could say this every day though. If Simmons plays, the other team has no chance. Like, you cannot guard him unless it's a Russ. It's got to be a big physical point guard. And Tim Frazier is far from that. Mm-hmm. Rajon Rondo, I like. Jared Jack sucks. I never play that guy. Sean Livingston took a big steamer on everybody that day. Mike James or Ulyss. Try to figure that out if you will. Be my guest. Ish Smith. Always love Ish Smith as an everyday guy for me. And if I think OKC is going to blow them out, I would love to watch the bowling ball roll around the court, knock over a few pins, put a few layups in, grab me a few boards, and get me to 25 fantasy points at 3.5K. I'm down with that. And that's about it.
The bowling ball. Love
what about Corey Joseph? Corey Joseph, any interest?
Let me see. Oh, that's Revenge, right? Isn't they playing? Hold on.
Nah, he's from Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, they're playing Houston. I was thinking they're playing Toronto.
Pace up spot. There's a good chance of garbage time run.
I mean, he's only 3'9", and he plays minutes every game.
He plays minutes regardless. Plus, if they do go to garbage time, you're fine. It seems kind of safe to in a sense, doesn't it?
If Oladipo's out, I think you play that.
Oladipo's
out.
Yeah.
Him and Collison will play together in that situation. Some, I mean, not a lot, because Stevenson is playing well right now, so he'll be on the court a lot too. But this, I mean, his minute floor is 22. Like, he gets 22 minutes almost every game. So At 3.9 on FanDuel. What's he on DK?
3.5.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I like them both sides. That's only
See,
like a
you're making monkey
tournament.
noises too.
That's only like a tournament play though. Yeah, I could get down with 22 minutes at 3.9 again in a fast-paced game. And who? Oh shoot, the backup point guard is Gordon though. Yeah.
Gordon, we'll get to Gordon in a minute. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about him. He's got a nice price on FanDuel.
Man, if Depot's out, like all in on who we're gonna talk about in the value town.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be blowing in some hard near.
Yes. Paulie D, take us over to shooting guards, please.
So James Harden is probably going to be the odd man out for me. Even if Oladipo plays, I think Houston blows them out, and I don't see going him over Harden. Over Westbrook for a similar price, and he's more expensive. And like Chris Paul's playing more minutes, so I think like he's going to end up being a little bit overpriced for what his usage is going to be now that this team's getting healthy. Brad Beal is in play. He would probably be only in play for me in game stacks. He's on a back-to-back. Like I said, I think Philly could blow this game out. If Simmons is out, then I think you could do a game stack with Embiid, Bradley, and one or two other pieces. DeMar DeRozan's expensive on DraftKings at 7.9, so I don't have interest even if he does play. Devin Booker 7.7 against Detroit, not against Avery Bradley defense. Wow. I guess Jimmy Butler is the first guy I'd be interested in at 7.4. It is a back-to-back, but this is a massive pace-up spot, so I like wings against New Orleans. Tyreek the Freak at 6.6, especially if Chalmers is out. I think he'll get some point guard run, but at 6.6, this is a decent spot. No like pace bump or anything, but against San Antonio, you want a shooting guard or a small forward, so I don't mind Tyreek Evans. Evan Fournier for 5.6 against OKC. He did well both times against them last year. He could be the man we got to go to for some scoring. Jeremy Lamb, if Kemba's out at 5.5, I like that. He's kind of in play even if Lamb is in. Don't really like the logjam there with Batum, but if Kemba gets out, then I think he opens up enough time for him. Eric Gordon, actually, that'll be at 5.5. I'll stop there. Go ahead.
Okay. Cashin, what you got over at FanDuel shooting guard?
Oh, James Harden's super expensive, but the floor is what you want. But is he going to go out and be able to get me over 60? Like 65? Maybe. But it's tough.
One thing I'll say about Harden, doesn't it seem like the Rockets haven't played barely ever? Like, doesn't it seem like they're lately? It just seems like they got to be one of the most rested teams in the league. I feel like reason they let Harden play in the blowout, I think it was just because they're like, these guys got to play. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the Rockets are the safest team in terms of minutes and blowouts. Like,
right.
They were beating Brooklyn, by like 20 something. And he was there with 44 seconds to go, like getting an assist.
D'Antoni don't mess around.
And I feel like if we look at their schedule, I feel like they haven't been playing all that often, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Like the guys need work, you know what I mean? Like they have to play, so you have no choice almost to go. I gotta play them. They're not on a back-to-back today. When's the last time they've been on a back-to-back? I don't even remember.
Yeah, not for a while. Not since November 11th and 12th.
And we know at the holiday, everybody had off Thanksgiving, and then they had an extra like 2 days off. And they played that one game. They played all their guys' minutes again, even in a blowout. They were off for like another day, 2 maybe. So I don't know.
Do they have a game tomorrow? Like whatever day that is?
I went to check.
I will tell you. First of a back-to-back?
That would be what, Wednesday? Or tomorrow's Wednesday, so that'd be Thursday. Yeah, Thursday they do not have a game on Thursday.
I mean, the thing about Harden is that he's going to run the whole third quarter, whether it's a blowout or not.
But here's the thing. They don't play Friday either.
For real?
So they're going to play the guys the minutes. That's my point, is like their schedule has been crazy lax. And so like they're rested. They're super rested.
Doesn't matter, man. Mike D'Antoni's an idiot, man. If you're winning by 30 points, you just don't play James Harden.
I agree. I totally agree, but I think that's why they're playing in the blowout run. I think it's because Harden is probably saying to him, "Man, I want to play. Like I'm not playing. I don't want to play 30 minutes a game, even if it's a blowout. I want to play. I want to play." Honestly.
You know why Harden wants to play? Because he can dominate anybody that's across from him.
I would want to play too if I could
take
dominate
him. I take him against Kawhi. Kawhi is the best perimeter defender in the league to me. Mm-hmm. I will take James Harden against him every single day. No defense scares me with James Harden. Yeah. Zero. The only thing that scares me with James Harden is if he's off that day, which, I mean, that can happen to anybody, no matter what the day is. But there's one defender in the league that scares me off of James Harden.
They played about 2 weeks ago. Harden actually had an off day, went 3 of 12 from 3, 9 of 21 from the field, still scored 26, got 15 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 turnovers.
And that's an off day.
That's an off day. And that was probably Oladipo playing or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Oladipo did play.
And every time I watch him play, I just think of that OKC general manager. You made the greatest decision in basketball history, dude. Taking a guy that grows off of trees in Ibaka for this guy.
He said he grows off trees.
They do. Ibaka grows off trees every day. You just find him every day.
Every day.
That's right. You ain't finding James Harden. James Harden is a once or twice in a lifetime player.
Yeah.
So let me get off James Harden. I love James Harden. He's a baller.
That's gonna make me think about it now, knowing that they're not playing for another 2 days.
Oladipo with James Harden defense. I like it, but I don't like that price. But I mean, you could go there.
Play. Face up,
I would rather play him over Beal, which I like Beal too because Beal should get Redick defense. So I do like him. But I don't like that they played so many minutes last night, too. But, I mean, I don't think he has upside for me. Like, Oladipo, I think Oladipo will go out and give me 50. Mm-hmm. Bradley Beal, I don't think Bradley Beal can go out and give me 50 because he's more of a jump shooter. Oladipo do everything. Bradley Beal's a jump shooter. So, jump shooters, I don't like to play that much. But I'll go to this next jump shooter down here that is pretty damn cheap. DeMar DeRozan at 7-1. Is interesting. I don't like the matchup because old boy is back, right? Batum is back.
Correct? Yeah, he's going to play. Yeah.
Batum is long, good defender, but DeRozan, he's a stud. I mean, he is a stud, but I don't never play him because he's way too expensive all the time for me. But 7-1, he's in play for me for sure.
Klay Thompson if Kemba plays, you'd like him better, right?
Yes, for sure. If Kemba's out, then I don't think I want DeRozan or Lowry. Really.
Yeah, like the game will get away.
But if I was going to play one, it might be DeRozan because Lowry probably becomes more popular, and DeRozan is way cheaper.
Yeah.
So I got to look at that tomorrow, like what we think.
Mm-hmm.
But Klay Thompson, if I remember correctly, I don't think Klay Thompson or Steph Curry really shoot that well when they play the Lakers in Staples Center. I don't know if it has to do with the lights. You know how they fade the lights and only the court is lit up when the Lakers play and then everything is lit up when the Clippers play. But if I remember correctly, like they have bad shooting games there, so I'm off of him. I'm off of Curry either way, so it doesn't really matter. And what else? Andrew Wiggins, he's all right. It's a back-to-back. And the play of the day, every single day, you play KCP. Every day. Not all in, but you have him on the lineup every day.
KCP.
And that's it.
What's his price now?
Every day, 6'2".
6'2".
I'll play him every day till it goes to 7.
Every day.
On DraftKings, I think he's a little bit cheaper.
He's 5'8".
5'8". Yeah, I like that. I like that.
They need him for defense. He's like the only defender they have. So
I think Curry's going to play. He practiced. It's just a hand thing. Durant, let's see what his thing says. His official list is questionable. Missed the last 3 games while recovering from a sprained ankle, but was able to practice Tuesday and appears to be trending towards making a return. So they might be full strength. Yeah.
And if they're full strength, they're probably blowing him out.
I got a question for y'all about Tim Hardaway Jr. with Waiters defense on a back-to-back at home. What y'all think?
What's his price over there?
6'1".
6'5" on DraftKings. I mean, I like the shot attempts.
Not on DK. I don't like that.
Yeah, FanDuel's the place to play him if you want him. It's still a pace down kind of game. Like, I don't know. On a 10-game slate, I don't know. I got to analyze that. But he's in play. I mean, like you were saying, Paulie, the volume's there, the shots.
You can take shooters in pace down games because if their shots falling, it's
then
it's
it
fine.
don't matter. Yeah.
And I like to pick on Deion Waiters personally.
Yeah. I'd probably lean more FanDuel at 6-1.
Yeah, I would not play him on DK. I don't think.
No, not at 6-5.
Yeah, but he's definitely in play though. He is. Paulie, you want to take us down to Value Town?
Sure thing. All right, so Trevor Ariza is in play. That's actually small forward. Forget that. Eric Gordon, he's 5K here. I think he's 4,800 on FanDuel. First couple games back, 15 shots, 12 shots, 11 shots, only hitting 3, 3, and 5. 1 of 10 from 3. I think that's going to change. He'll get some blowout run. I think he's too cheap. I like Eric Gordon. Wesley Matthews against Brooklyn. That's probably a good play. He's been shooting more of late. Shots 12, 10, 5 of 6, 4 of 8 from 3. At 4,600 on DraftKings, I don't mind that. Norm Powell. If DeRozan's out at 4K on DraftKings, he will take a ton more shots. He could probably make value at 4K anyway. But if DeRozan's out, that's the guy you dial up. Terrence Ross at 3,800, I'm willing to take a shot on. He's playing on the second string now, so that's a much better group of guys to go against OKC. Their second group is pretty ugly, so I don't mind Terrence Ross at 3,800. And Sean Kilpatrick, I'll go there again if the injuries are there for the Nets. He was 1 of 7 shooting like pretty late in the fourth. I think he had a couple more shots after that, but if they're going to keep him down here and he's going to get the minutes, I will play Sean Kilpatrick all the time. If Teague is out, Jamal Crawford for 3,600 is like a dart in a donkey. And Malik Monk, if Kemba's out, I don't mind taking a shot at as well down here for low price. That's really it that I'm seeing.
Fair enough. Cash, Value Town on FanDuel, what you got?
Avery Bradley now sucks. I wish I could get last year's Avery Bradley. Oh my god, I love the price. 5-3 against Phoenix.
Great spot. I like him on FanDuel. He's like 6-1 on DraftKings. I can't do that, but 5-3 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I love that price. I love this matchup. Man, he has to have upside in this game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we never know. I mean, he's been so freaking bad. And like Paulie just said, Wesley Matthews, he's going to play minutes. He always plays minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the minutes, man. Goodness gracious. 37, 43. All the minutes. Yeah, I like that against Brooklyn. I like everybody against Brooklyn. I like Clarkson at home against the second unit of Golden State. I can get down with some of that action. And Gordon at 4.8. Oh, my God. That is so cheap. Oh.
Yeah, right? He'll get blowout run. He'll take every shot. You got to take a shot on that.
I do like that for tournaments. Oh, my God. He's so cheap. JJ Barea, every day. He's another everyday guy. For tournaments, he's everyday play. He's too cheap. Dude is a little giant. Love that guy on the basketball court. He don't take nothing from nobody. He will step to you. He don't care who you is. He ain't scared. I love that guy. Patrick McCall. Please don't play Patrick McCall. Sean Kilpatrick is okay. Nick Young. Nick Young wants to kill the Lakers.
Yeah,
Good
I like
call.
that call.
Yeah,
I like that call.
Nick Young is a great play.
And if we expect them to be full strength, I expect them to dominate. And yes, sir, I can play me some Nick Young back in his old building. I know he can shoot there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yes, sir. Yeah, I like Nick Young a lot.
With FanDuel bumping its minimums up to 35, I way prefer him for the minimum on DraftKings, though.
Yeah, he's like 3-3 over there.
Yeah, it's
and
more of a draft.
Well, I mean, I love him on FanDuel as well. I mean, he is still minimum. I mean, yeah, they bumped it up, but minimum is minimum.
Yeah,
it's
but
minimum.
but like one thing, I mean, you could play him on FanDuel, but on DraftKings you do get the extra half a point for threes, and with Swaggy P, that's what you're banking on. You're banking on a three.
He's minimum on DK
He's
as well?
3-3. He's not quite minimum, but he's 3-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the extra bonus for threes, so there's a slight edge playing him on DraftKings as opposed. But I'm with you though. He's still a good play. He's still a good GPP play.
I just thought of that. That's the first time it even popped in my mind. FanDuel just copying they were just copying DK with the 3,000.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, we can't do that.
Go back.
Yeah. Paulie, yeah, man.
My other punt is Wayne Ellington in the Garden. He's been playing minutes. Not so much. Oh, no, he still got 23 today. So, yeah, he's in play as well.
Yeah, that was a blowout. Like, I don't know if he'd get him in a close game anymore.
I got to ask this question because...
Oh, if his shot is on, if Waiters is struggling and his shot is on, then he will. Yeah. But, yeah, I agree.
What position is Lance Stevenson on FanDuel?
Small forward.
Small forward.
Damn. Okay. All right.
And I bet he's priced up.
All right.
He's priced up like crazy on FanDuel. He's cheaper on DraftKings.
Paulie D, get us started with some small forwards.
Well, Kevin Durant, 9-3 against the Lakers. If he plays, I could take a shot at that at 9-3. That's just really cheap for Kevin Durant. Paul George at 8-6. I like that would probably be only in a game stack. Like, I'm probably going to play Russ and one more piece, so I'll have some Paul George. But Paul George is high priced. Like, Orlando's got to keep it close for him to pay off and exceed value. So then I'm going to have some Orlando guys in there with him. DJ Warren, I think, is a little too expensive, and there's blowout risk here for me. First guy that's super attractive is Harrison Barnes, 6,100 against Brooklyn. He could go for 40 for sure in this spot. If Simmons is out, Robert Covington for 6,200. I'll give me some of that. Got to see what's up with the Nets. If Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is out again, then Damari Carroll for 5,800, who doesn't have any Q tag. Give me some of that. Evan Fournier, 5,600. I like that. And that rounds this out at about 5,500.
Man, I think Barnes is like on DraftKings. Barnes is like a straight. You can play him in GPPs, but it seems like an auto cash play, doesn't it? Like it just seems like 5x is like against Brooklyn.
It's like a lock button play. Like he's going for more than 5x. Like he'll get 35 at a minimum. You know what I mean?
What's his price there?
6-1.
6-1 against Brooklyn.
I mean, he's not that much more on FanDuel either.
I'm saying it just seems like a GPP, sure, but like cash games, it just seems like you're just moving on. Especially on FanDuel, you got to play two of them. It's just like bloop. Unless it's like a guy you want to punt with. But there's a guy I really like in the value section of FanDuel. But I already gave that away, didn't I? All right, Cash, what you got here for me at small forward, my man?
Kevin Durant is way too expensive for me. No way I'm touching him at 10.5. No way.
That's a significant price increase in comparison to DraftKings.
Yeah. Would you play him at 9.3 on DraftKings?
I could, but I probably won't.
What if Curry's out? He's in.
Well, no, then yeah, of course.
Okay, but I'm just gauging it.
He's coming off the injury, so if they start blowing him out, I think he would be the first off the court because his injury is more serious than Curry's, yeah. So on 10.5, I would not touch him at all.
No
Here's my only thing with that. Like, I think I'd be more inclined, assuming Curry plays and Durant plays, I think I'd rather play Paul George because he's cheaper. And I think that both games are in danger of a blowout. So I just feel like I think Paul George has the better chance. If I was going to play one alone, I like what you said about, I think for a ceiling for Paul George, yeah, we need the Magic to stay close. But if I was going to play Durant, unless Curry was out, obviously that would change things. But I think I would rather take Paul George because he is significantly cheaper. And he has a matchup that is also, it's a similar situation to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm a little bit worried about Simmons guarding Paul George. Like I think that's actually I was just
about to go into that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Frank Vogel woke up one day and actually opened his eyes. Because I could have told him this before training camp even opened up.
Yep.
Simmons should have been the starter over Ross from day one before training camp even opened.
Yep.
Finally opened his eyes and put the guy in. And yes, I do not like Paul George at this price with Simmons' defense. What is he on DK?
86.
He's even a worse play on DK than he is on FanDuel because he's 86 on FanDuel as well.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
What else you got?
if you're making a game stack, because say Orlando comes to play,
Right.
this game could stay close, so I would play him then. But I don't know if I'm going to be going there if it's not a game stack.
Mm.
So would you lean towards Melo over him in this spot to pair with Westbrook?
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Because Melo has a higher floor. Like Paul George, we've seen it. Like he's disappeared out there. But he has the higher ceiling. So he's the more determined play and Melo's more of a cash play. But Melo has a higher floor.
He's also significantly cheaper than all those guys. So that's a good point.
Yeah. I can't wait till you come back, Kawhi Leonard, so I don't even have to think about playing the Magician anymore. Jimmy Butler, I don't want on a back-to-back, traveling all the way from Minnesota to New Orleans. I don't want that. T.J. Warren, I don't think I want that. Otto Porter, I do like Otto Porter. I like Otto Porter over Beal. Harrison Barnes, we already discussed it. It's a nut matchup. And Brandon Ingram, big hell no. Kyle Anderson, been balling all the time. He's a tournament play for sure. And that's it, above 6.
Okay. Paulie D, take us down to Value Town.
All right. First guy we got to talk about is Trevor Ariza, 5,100. Just pace up. Bogdanovich is not a good matchup, so I like that a lot at 5-1. Jonathan Simmons for 4,500. I even like that standalone. Like he's going to play a ton of minutes, and he's just underpriced for his role, and he can contribute in many spots, on the floor. Lance Stevenson, he's 4,300 on DraftKings. That's like almost a must play. I know that's the play that you like, CK.
Yes.
He's been playing really well of late. So, when he gets going, he'll take every shot that he can, and even in a blowout, he'll get some additional run.
Did you just say 4-4?
4-3.
4-3?
Okay. Yeah, he's like 5-3 on FanDuel. It's crazy. Joe Harris, if there's enough injuries on the Nets, then he's viable because he's a shooter, even though it's massive pace down. He's been taking the shots. Last game, he took 11. Game before that, 10. 8 3-pointers. Previous game, 6 last. So if he's hitting his shot, he could make value down there. Kelly Oubre, I definitely like. With Wall out, he's been balling out. He contributes at all facets of the game, and he's too cheap at 4,200. Omri Caspi run is over if the Warriors are healthy. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, they won't raise him above 4K if Kemba's out. I don't mind him here. Kemba's in, it's he still has a good matchup though. I could go there for 4K. Dylan Brooks on Memphis. Memphis may be very, very short-handed. He's a guy who looks for a shot first, so Dylan Brooks is very interesting at 3,900. See if there's anybody else down here. Darius Miller, 3,400 on New Orleans. This guy's been playing and shooting 22, 28, 28, 22, 28, 21, 22 minutes his last 7 games. And 10 shots, 3 shots, 6 shots, 4 shots, 6 shots, 5, 4, 6, 9, and 3 3-point attempts. So he gets hot. He scored 26, 22, 26, 8, and 11 in the last 5. Those 26s are 7 and change X. So keep your eye on Darius Miller. I think that's it. Not seeing anything else way down in the cheap seats.
Okay. Cash, what you got down there?
Man. Why CK really likes this play, I do not. If Oladipo is playing, I just can't do it. I mean, I'm looking at the minutes. Like, He went off, yes, but he only played 23 minutes. Is he gonna go off and get in? And when Oladipo's playing, it's 23, 22, 23, 22, 18, 19, 23, 16. That's his minutes. When Oladipo missed, it was 36 minutes. So I expect him to be able to go off of that. But in 23 minutes, I do like the matchup. It's high pace. And if it does blow out, he should play.
It's hard.
Yeah, but 52, I don't know if I want to do that.
I think I'm with you on the pricing on FanDuel. That changes things. He's 43 on DraftKings. But you got to look at it from, he's somewhat safe. Up. It's a pace-up spot. He's been doing well. If Oladipo does play, he's going to get 20, right? Say this game blows out, even if Oladipo plays, he's going to get the blowout run. If Oladipo don't play, he's going to play. So I think even if he only gets 22, these are going to be 22 solid minutes. Because when he's on the court, they're going to need him. They're going to need his defense. You know what I mean?
He's best in an up and down game. He plays that transition game. That's what they're going to be playing. So yes. I'm cool with him in most spots.
Yes. On FanDuel though, at 5.2, it's tough to pay 5.2
That's totally different.
Yeah, it's a whole $1,000. It's a whole different world. What else you like, Cash? Did you freeze? Did he freeze? Or is he doing a really good statue impersonation? Boom! There it is. He did freeze.
Left.
He bounced. He bounced. He didn't like that.
He got pissed.
He didn't like it.
Gets upset.
He does.
But on FanDuel, some of this pricing's in, Kid Gilchrist is 51. I wouldn't play him there. Brooks on Memphis is 4,700. That's even hard. But if Chalmers is out, he's got to be in consideration. Simmons is 46. I like him both sites. Kelly Oubre, 4,300. I like him on both sites. And Bogdanovich on Indianapolis at 45. If Oladipo plays, I could play him too. Oladipo doesn't. I think he won't get enough run in a blowout.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Darius Miller's 37. We can play him. And then that's really it. I don't see anybody super cheap that I'm interested in. I guess if DeRozan misses, then OG becomes in play over here on DraftKings, FanDuel at 3,500 at the minimum.
The OG.
That'd be about it.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Let's go ahead and move it over to Power Forward. With Cash joins us, he could hop back in. But let's go ahead and move it over to Power Forwards, Paulie.
Sure. Anthony Davis, I love his role against Minnesota's defense. This is like the LaMarcus Aldridge type play against Minnesota. He's in play. He's 10-8. It's hard going to AD with Boogie in the games and not knowing who's going to get a ceiling. But in tournaments, you take a shot on him, I'd say.
Welcome back.
What's the matter, bro?
I got to say what I wanted to say when I came back on the air. I got to say it in chat. So,
Paulie, see, I told you the chat. The chat is the answer. The chat is the answer to our problem. Look at the mood.
That's exactly what I wanted to say when I came right back on.
Yeah. And he got to voice it out at the moment. Didn't have to hold it in. He got it out. People heard him. The bunch of people that are watching us live, they heard him. And the people that are listening to us at a reasonable hour won't. It's the best of both worlds. It's just you got to hang out with the nation live. There's nothing quite like it. There's nothing quite like it.
All right, let me try to run down this real quick.
Any other small forward values you want to talk about, Cash?
Yeah.
Evan Fournier, the price is way cheap. He's been absolutely horrendous for 3 weeks now. Every game, 3 weeks, terrible. But sooner or later, he's going to go for a 35, 40 fantasy point game. He's only 5'2".
He did well both times against them last year.
Yeah, but that's no George, so it's a different story this year.
All right, so is George going to be guarding him or is Roberson?
No, that's right, because Simmons. is going to guard George. That's right. So they won't cross match. It'll probably be Roberson,
which is hard
on
too.
Fournier. Yeah, both of them. I would rather have George defense than Roberson.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all he focuses on.
Yeah,
George has to focus on the offensive end as well.
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza, I can get down. He's cheap. He's been terrible as well. Courtney Lee, he's been shooting, so he's okay. Jonathan Simmons, I love it. 4-6. I mean, the dude's going to play 35 minutes at 4-6. Give me that. Bogdanovich, same thing. He's going to play huge minutes. Up-paced game. 4-5. Yes, sir. Oubre, love it. Goodness gracious, I love all these guys down here. Oubre has a very low floor, so it's only a tournament play, but he has very high ceiling. Love that.
It's a good game for Oubre. Pace up, like he can get out in transition. He can get some blocks, and he's been playing aggressive with Wall out. I like Oubre a lot.
If CJ Miles misses, but that's still...
He's probably going to miss.
Is MKG going to guard DeRozan, or is it going to be Batum?
Probably Batum.
I think so, too. So, I don't want Powell, even with Miles out. And Darius Miller, another dude. Paulie already spoke about him. Good play. Kid is shooting the basketball. That's all I want for that price. And that's it.
Fair enough. Paulie D, you already talked about the power forwards. Do you want to bring Cash up to speed?
All I did was AD. I like AD against Minnesota. I don't think ownership's going to get too high. It's weird, him and Boogie, sometimes Boogie gets big ownership, but it seems like Davis is always low owned. Davis has a 70-point game in him, so I love this matchup against Minnesota. Power forwards that can shoot are great matchups against Minnesota, so I'm going to have some of him. Porzingis against Miami, I don't love. Nectat will be in real quick and running around with him, but you can always kind of play Porzingis at 9K. He's good for 40 most nights. The Magician against Memphis at 8-7. I will not have that. He is 8-1 on DraftKings. It's a little bit better, but we'll see. If Memphis is healthy, then I don't mind that play. But if Memphis has a bunch of guys out, I think San Antonio will kind of handle them easily. Draymond, 7-3 against the Lakers. That is in play. I do have interest there, regardless of the other guy's health. Carmelo Anthony at 7K, especially in game stacks. Cash said he'd be better to pair with Westbrook than PG, so I'm down with that. See if anybody else interests us. Taj Gibson, he's now 5'9". That might be too high for me to pay for Taj Gibson, but the minutes are secure, and he's going to need to bang for rebounds with those two tall monsters. But this play I like. Thaddeus Young, 5,600, and Sabonis, 5,500. Both guys from the Pacers. Thaddeus, if you think it's going to be closer. Sabonis, if you think it's going to be more of a blowout, but both guys are underpriced. Larry Nance, 5,400 against Golden State. I like power forwards against Golden State. I like the way he looked. And that'll cut it off there for value.
Okay. Cash, what you got here at power forwards, man?
Oh, man. NBA is screwing us today. Why do they have to send Minnesota on a back-to-back all the way from Minnesota all the way down to New Orleans? Pisses me off because I would love this game. This would be my favorite game of the slate if that wasn't the case. I love AD. There's no way Taj Gibson can guard him. Zero chance. Maybe 5 years ago he'd have somewhat of a chance. Today, Taj Gibson has zero chance in this matchup.
There's actually
I really like Anthony.
3 and 4 for Minnesota.
It is 3 and 4. Oh,
yeah, they played Sunday, played today, and played tomorrow.
I don't even know if I could play. I don't know if I could play any of these guys. Then that makes me just want to not play nobody because I just see them. Oh my god. I'm gonna have one game stack. I think I'll have one game stack, and then I'll just stay away because the way I feel is that if Minnesota happens to give it close, then all these guys are gonna go off. If Minnesota gets blowed out, none of these guys are gonna pay off. So it's either a game stack or stay away from me right now. Thank you for that news, Paulie. I don't even gotta look. Kristaps Porzingis can go suck on a. He's terrible.
You got
the only way he's
gonna
pay off.
Bro.
The only way he's gonna pay off is if he gets blocks. That's it.
Yeah.
Dude is garbage, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. Go away.
Yeah.
Go hit a buffet, you skinny bastard. Draymond Green, he's really cheap, but Aaron Gordon has been playing big minutes. I don't know if he's going to give me the upside, but I do like his matchup the best of against Melo. Like, I think he has the best matchup, and then I would say Elf has the next best. Tobias Harris, my dude. I love power forwards against Phoenix. I love Tobias Harris right now. 6'7".
6'5".
Damn you, Tobias. You bastard. He just went for 40. He might be really popular. I love that price. I love to play. Always play power forwards against Phoenix.
Always play every position against Phoenix.
Yeah.
That as well, too. Melo. Is he going to give me the upside I'm looking for? I don't know. I doubt it. So, maybe. I don't know. That might be another game stack situation there.
Yeah,
if Orlando keeps it close. Yeah, if Orlando keeps it close, everybody's going to be going off. If Orlando gets blown out, good luck.
Yeah.
And that is it for above 6,000, except maybe some Thaddeus Young. Always love Thaddeus Young in up-paced games. Get 4 or 5 steals, so he could pay off his price with steals.
I think that's an interesting approach because Indiana's a pretty fast-paced team as well this year. So I think that game in general should see a lot of opportunities. So if we're like an interesting contrarian game script for like a donkey, right, would be to play the Houston starters or at least Harden, right, and then bring it back with one build of if the game stays close with Thaddeus Young and these guys, Oladipo if he plays, and then one build where if it doesn't with Sabonis and Lance Stevenson and Yes.
And Gordon. Gordon's price on FanDuel is crazy.
And what makes it the most contrarian is that you still have Harden because you know that he's probably going to get the run. He might get the blowout run because they need to play him because he's off the next 2 days again. You know what I mean? So that's just an interesting thing to think about. We'll see how we feel tomorrow. That could be a dumb idea, but right now it seems interesting.
No, it's a good idea. It does, and you play Capella in the close game model too.
Right, yes, against Turner. Yes.
Thaddeus Young is way too athletic for Ryan Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Paulie, do you take us down to value town at the power forwards?
Yeah, there's some interesting things down here for sure. Serge Ibaka, 4-7 against Charlotte. I don't mind that. Ooh. Pascal Siakam, 3,800 for Charlotte. He's been getting minutes, 31, 22, 29, 31, 34. I can't ignore that. That's not even like really injury induced. I guess it's because of Miles, but 3,800 getting that kind of minutes, I like that. I like that a lot. PJ Tucker in the blowout Indiana build, he would fit there. Dwight Powell, how did he do 20 minutes? Dwight Powell is now getting minutes in those last 5, 25, 23, 19, 15, and 20 for 3,500. I don't mind that against Brooklyn. There could be some blowout additional run there too. Mike Scott, Washington. This guy's getting minutes now. He balled out again when he gets the opportunity. This year he's played 4 games over 20 minutes, and he's gotten 21, 22, 24, and 23 DraftKings points at 3,400. I think he's worth a shot. If Simmons is out, Amir Johnson on Philadelphia is in play as well. He's getting minutes with Simmons out. And I think that will do it. Maurice Spates, if you like OKC to blow them out, Spates has been playing minutes too lately, and he's 3,100. And when he gets hot from 3, you could definitely pay that off.
Okay. With it, Cash. What you see down there?
Right when Isaac returns, don't play Spates anymore.
That's over. Yes.
Yes. Let me see. Let me get off this dude. James Johnson. I think he's gonna have to play to guard Porzingis, but I don't think he's gonna get me upside. But he can. I mean, he can. But I do think he's gonna have to play to guard Porzingis. Like, there's nobody else really that they got that can guard Porzingis. Markieff Morris sucks. Dirk Nowitzki, love it, because nobody ever plays him, and I just hope he's making his shot and it stays close.
What's your price?
5'3".
48 on DK.
I mean, just look at his games. 33, 32, 35. All those are above 6x at this price. The last game wasn't so good, but that's against San Antonio. But I'll jump right back on. Been playing well. Siakam. Guess what? Old OKC general manager? Pascal Siakam is better than Serge Ibaka. Newsflash, you stupid idiot. Oh my God, I would love to have a conversation with this guy. Who the hell chooses Serge Ibaka over James Harden? Oh my God. Taj Gibson, no way on a back-to-back with travel. No way. Serge Ibaka, you can go suck one. You suck, dude. Marvin Williams, hell no. We know what I think about Marvin Williams. Ryan Anderson at home, hell no.
Never.
Kelly Olynyk,
Maybe.
That's a maybe. He's been getting the minutes again, not last night, but maybe. What else? Wow, Mute, if you think Houston's gonna blow him out, I love to call him Dwight Powell because notice what you noticing. This kid's playing minutes. Marquise Chris.
Notice what you notice.
Garbage. He should not be in the NBA. He should be playing for Jacksonville State or something. Dude is garbage. He's not even a Division I player. Why he's in the NBA is beyond my comprehension. Amir Johnson is a punt, especially if you think it's going to blow out.
And if Simmons out.
Oh, yeah, and definitely if Simmons is out as well. That is very true. But if Simmons is playing, I like him. I don't like the price, though, but I like him. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can guard him on Washington. But that's it.
I like it. I like it. I like that line. It's like, I see what you see. I like that. That was nice. Paulie D, you want to take us to centers, man?
Yeah, a lot to like at center again, as usual. Boogie, 11K on DraftKings against Cat D. I'll always consider guys against Cat D. But the 3 and 4, I am worried about blowout. So I don't know if I'm going to pay up for Boogie when I don't see a ceiling game. Embiid, under 10K, 9,800. Nobody, and I mean nobody on Washington can guard Joel Embiid if they can't guard Amir Johnson. Simmons is out. I would love him. Simmons is in. I still like him. Just a little bit worried about the blowout.
I'm sorry, Paulie. I'm looking at the chat.
It's all good. Another one. Drummond, another one I'm worried about blowout, and he's coming off the best game of his life, so I probably won't go there. Marc Gasol, 8,300. The coach just got fired for not playing Gasol in the fourth quarter, so I think this new guy is probably going to play Gasol as much as possible. At 83, I can get behind that. Hassan Whiteside should do good at 8K against New York, but coming off a back-to-back, and he didn't look very good today. Clint Capella, that's the first play I'm really interested in. 74, he will be in that Indiana-Houston, keep the game close build. Vooch, he's probably the guy that I would pair with Elf. I don't love the matchup, but Vooch can stay outside and shoot some jumpers. If those are going, Adams isn't going to chase him outside. I don't mind that play, and he pairs well with Elf. Dwight Howard against Toronto, 7,100. That is interesting. If Kemba's out, Dwight Howard actually leads Charlotte in usage right now. So if Kemba's out, I'd be interested in that. Miles Turner, 6,300. That's got to be interesting as well, especially if Oladipo's out. Steven Adams for 55. I don't think I'll go there, but that's like a cash game play, and I'll cut it off there.
Okay, fair enough. Mr. Cashin, you're up. Talk to us about some centers.
Cat is the greatest basketball player in the world. Cat is so great. I hope. Oh my God. Oh man. Maybe Cat is motivated today because he's playing against his dude. They play in the summer all the time, these Kentucky boys. But Cat is a big pile of trash. Never play him, ever. I don't think he will make one lineup for the whole rest of the year. He is garbage. He should be priced at 7.5. He is 9.5.
Way too expensive.
Never play that guy, ever. I don't care what the situation is. Boogie I like, but I expect to be a blowout. What?
He's priced for what he did last year, but Butler's there now taking the usage. So he's not a 9.5 player or whatever he is.
And Teague is taking the usage.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
Even the power forward's been taking usage. Like he's shooting more.
Never, ever play him. Drummond, you've screwed me so bad the other day. Why didn't I play you? Because I loved you. I just loved Embiid. I loved Drummond and I loved Embiid. I just loved Embiid more. And I love that game more. But damn, you're an ugly bastard. When I click on his picture, when I click on Drummond's picture and the big thing pops up, man, you a ugly SOB, man. Let me tell you. But you a beast though. I don't know what full-grown man wears braces, but he does. Whatever. Maybe you should have got that like when you was a rookie, dude. Marc Gasol, he's 9 Gs, and yeah, this coach better play him. If he want his damn job, he better play this guy. But he's 9 Gs, so I don't think I want it. But he is playing his brother though.
DraftKings 8-3, play him there.
Yeah, that's a better play.
What's Embiid on FanDuel? What's Embiid?
9-9 against Washington. It is Girl Twat. Yeah. Girl Twat is a pile of garbage himself. There's so much garbage in the NBA.
Yeah, you know my favorite thing.
We need to lower these teams. Like, let's lower it to like 20 teams so we can have great players all over the place. These guys suck balls.
You know, my favorite thing about you, Cass, is like when you're talking, it is so clearly exactly what you're thinking. There's no delay of your thoughts and what you're saying. It is a beautiful thing. Did you just see?
There is no holding back here. The only thing I can do is just not speak like a grown-up. I got to speak like a child.
Yes, we do. But you have the chat. Yeah, you get the chat, remember?
Well, if I could type as fast as you, CK, I'd be in that chat. I'm just over here hitting one button at a time. I type fast on my phone.
If you could do it on a phone, that'd be good.
I type way faster on my phone. Yeah.
Somebody just called you Westbrook in the chat. Said CK and Paulie are cool too. They're Paul George and Melo, and Cash is Westbrook.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't want to be Melo though, CK. You gotta be.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. I'll be Melo, man. I'm cool with it. I'll take Melo.
Oh man,
he's cheap and reliable.
Hassan Whiteside is the biggest no heart player in the NBA. He has 0 heart. 0. What is that? What is the character in the Wizard of Oz? It's the lion with no heart?
No, the Tin Man.
Oh, the
Tin Man. He is the Tin Man. That's his new nickname. Hassan Whiteside is the Tin Man. No heart. Capella, I do like in this matchup. Dwight Howard, yeah, of course, because we all know that old Valanciunas ain't gonna play. So Dwight Howard is okay in this matchup. Miles Turner, you suck balls.
Just like Matt Barnes.
Pau Gasol has no chance against his brother. 0, zilch, nada. That's it. Matt Barnes, he said. Yep. I love Matt Barnes to death.
Oh man, it's too much, man. Doing these things live, man. Oh wow, that was good. That's good. That's a good time. It's late. It's 2:41 on the East Coast. We do it for the nation.
Oh, bro, I ain't done. We ain't go to Value Town.
Oh no, we ain't done. Listen. When you talk, my cheeks hurt sometimes because I can't stop laughing. So I need a couple things and try to get my straight face on, relax the muscles in my cheek. You know what I mean? Get it off my cheekbones, and then we move it on to Value Town that way. That's what we do. We take breaks.
Yeah, I did Geronimo 713 with the Cash is like Matt Barnes call.
Yes,
and then,
that was good.
And he follows it up with, you kind of look like him, too.
No, what's ahead of his bread?
That'd be nice, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Paulie, take us down to Value Town.
Brook Lopez is cheap, and you never know when he has that upside shooting game, but the minutes are trending down. They just got a little more crowded. I'm going to say no. I did think I was going to recommend that, but no. Man, I don't see much down here. Maybe Greg Monroe gets some run tomorrow since they're on a back-to-back and he didn't play today. If they get blown out, maybe he gets some more run. Jesus, this is ugliness down here, man. Obviously, if what's his name is out for the Knicks, Cantor, then Kylo Quinn becomes in play, and Chalky. Man, I don't see much at all down here that's even interesting.
Nothing, huh?
I mean, I'm gonna do the Dwight Howard.
Whoa.
That's the Dwight Howard right now. If y'all didn't see him do that on
I
the
didn't
court.
see it.
Paulie
I
was
didn't
looking.
see it. Show me the Dwight Howard. No, I saw him do that. What
That was
he
awesome.
thinking?
I
What was
loved
he
it.
thinking?
That was awesome, Dwight. I love that,
God.
dude.
What was he thinking?
Oh,
Yo, there's like really nothing exciting down here in Value Land. One guy I'm going to take a quick look at, Mahimi on Washington. He got 26 minutes today. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing on a back-to-back, but I guess in a blowout, they may need his help like quick. I think Mahimi's in play, actually. They're going to need his help on all those bigs. 3,500, played 26 minutes yesterday. Minutes are trending up. I'll say Mahimi for super value. I don't mind, but that's really it, man. There is nothing too attractive to me. Greg Monroe, I don't even love. I was just looking for a name. Kylo Quinn, if Cantor's out, that's it, man. I don't like much.
Okay.
Cash, you see anything?
Man, the Suns are such a well-run organization, let me tell you. They trade for a guy that they want to shop, and they give him 0 minutes.
Okay.
Great job running that organization, y'all. Oh, our best player. No, you're not welcome here because we suck, and you let us know we suck. You can't do that. You're not allowed to tell us we suck. Oh, my God. They're terrible. Steven Adams, I like against Orlando at only 5'6". I mean, if the game stays close, he's going to play over like 35 minutes or so. I mean, goodness gracious. 5'6". It's just, I think he's the best option, like under 6,000. Girl Twat is a twat. He got 20 minutes to Mahimi's 20 whatever.
26.
18 points. Oh, my God. I hate this guy so fucking.
The anger is real.
Every time
feel
I play him, he's in. Okay. Greg Monroe, nothing. Blah. Measury, I like it. Blah 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 blah. And that's it. All this crap sucks.
I got one thing to say. The Rockets, after tomorrow, their next game is not until Sunday. They don't play until Sunday. And then after that, they don't play until the 7th. So they play Sunday, and then they don't play till Thursday.
Who are you talking about?
The Rockets. It's off topic. It's just something I discovered.
Is Nene out? Oh, no, he's game time decision.
Yeah.
I think that...
Cash, what do you think about Mahimi?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think that I hope Girl Twat dies. And so
Oh.
Mahimi can play more.
Very contrarian
That's what I
statement.
think.
Very contrarian.
I want to dig a hole for him. But
Yo,
on a back-to-back-
Gortat went off against Philly earlier this year. 16 points, 17 rebounds.
Oh, yeah, I bet he does today. When I needed it. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, you do that. You sorry bastard. But no, I don't want to play either of those guys.
Fair enough. That's going to do it for the position by position breakdown, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me up so late. We're all on the East Coast, so it's late for all of us. There's no, the West Coast do sometimes they got it nice, but not us, man. We grind it out on the East Coast. Stay up late like owls do. Hootie hoo. Like owls do. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a favor, click that thumbs up. That like button means a lot to us. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Help bump us up those charts. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate it when you guys support us. Also, don't forget to check us out at wisetech.com for more fire DFS content. We're currently running a free 7-day trial. If you sign up for a monthly plan, if you cancel within 7 days, if you're unsatisfied, you'll never be charged. I definitely recommend you have no excuse not to come check us out. And I think once you check us out, I think you'll be pretty happy. I know the guys in the chat all seem pretty happy. We see some members in there, and it seems like everybody had a pretty good night. Despite Cashin's attitude, he had a good night. Money-wise, it just wasn't a good night to his standards. But we let him vent. He vents.
I need ears to go back to San Antonio. I wish Popovich wouldn't have talked him out of leaving. I need him back in San Antonio because he's going to play 0 minutes, and I want to play ears in a blowout.
Ears.
Laverne?
No.
Whose ears?
Gnome. Boban Bogdanovic.
Donovan.
The gnome. He looks like something I would have in my front yard. He's a freak.
He is a freak.
Yeah, I want to play that guy.
In a blowout.
I know, but he's 0-0-0-0-0-0.
Yeah.
I want him back with Pop, please.
Wow, interesting. Well, this will be a conversation that the nation is going to have to tune into tomorrow. Because for Paulie D, for CashinDFS, for myself, and the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.